Ladies and gentlemen, this is a new era in the huddle. WYGL Podcast. The Real Leel Show.
I'm always on my grind, my money will incline. My mother told me rhyme, cause her son is gonna shine. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. My money will incline. My mother told me rhyme, cause her son is gonna shine. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. I do this for my son. I want you to be proud, nigga. And if you grow to be successful, I'm a proud nigga. I see a lot of me inside you. Just follow your dreams. Do it cause you fucking love it. Don't follow the cream. Be official, not beneficial. And if these niggas got an issue, you keep a pistol. I lost some good friends to the streets. Doing good or doing bad, so I gotta change the future if I'm gonna be a dad. On my grind, my money will incline. My mother told me rhyme cause her son is gonna shine.
Let's go. Everyone, welcome back. Right? Welcome back to the return of WYGL Podcast. Let's go. Podcast dedicated to promoting people's grinds across the city while talking the hottest and juicy topics out. We've been gone since last August, right? We've been gone. And we are back and ready to go on this Memorial Weekend. Ready. We hope y'all staying home, quarantine, right? And ready for some great podcasting.
Stay your behind at home.
Stay home. Outside is kind of open right now. You know what? Follow us on Instagram, right? Follow us on Instagram at WYGL_podcast and follow our individual Instagrams, right? Mine is They Call Me Jen with 2 N's and 1 underscore.
Mine is Real.Leel_. Check me out, y'all.
And mine is Melanie_Allure.
Oh, the underscores. Okay.
A lot of underscores, you feel me? A lot of underscores.
Period.
That's a fact.
I said it.
But man, what a time to be living here in America, especially in New York City, as we have the Heineken virus, which is the key word that we're going to be using. Heineken, right? So we don't get flagged on YouTube. The Heineken virus just came out of nowhere. It said, listen, whatever you're doing, we're going to put a stop to it right now. Whatever plans you got, we're going to put a stop to it. And the world just went into shambles and just, people dying and outside being shut down. I mean, how's everybody doing amid this crisis, man? Starting with whoever wants to go first.
I've been actually okay. I'm one of those people that are using the virus as like a positive thing, positive platform. So I basically thought to myself, you know what? Before the virus, I always thought, I need some time to figure out some things, right? Kind of didn't really ask for a shutdown on the whole world, but I thought about it like this. You know what, Jen? You're not alone. You're not alone. You're still trying to figure things out too. And it's always low. Okay, yeah. But I was just always thinking, wow, like everyone has their life, already put together and just like, and then Heineken said, I got it. Shut down. So now everyone is like trying to figure out what's going on. But I just feel like if we go back to normal, we didn't learn anything. I feel like we should be better out of this because think about it, we've been home, right? And we've just had a lot to think about, a lot to reevaluate. Like, wow, like maybe my job don't really care about me, and maybe a lot of people don't care about a lot of things. Maybe we care about things that don't matter too much. It's a lot that you think about. So I've been using this virus to just think more positive. I'm kind of like on my self-discovery journey. So this is great This is great, especially like not being home, because most of you guys know, if you guys were tuned in, right? I left. I'm not even in New York. It's 6:33 right now. 6:33. Not in New York. I'm in Illinois, and yeah, it's being out here. First of all, it's crazy because when Heineken happened, my birthday, I was planning my birthday. You feel me? I was, like my friends were gonna come out here. We were gonna party. We were gonna, have a good time because I haven't seen my friends in so long, so long. And then, like literally, as days were going closer. The week approached. That Sunday, I went to work because I work at a restaurant, and I saw an article right before I went to work, and it said that restaurants will be closing. So crazy. Restaurants will be closing tomorrow, during like a shutdown. I'm like, wait, this is a joke. Because how are restaurants gonna close? What's gonna happen? Literally, like we saw life go like, yo, 180. This is over,
Yeah.
bro. Like I'm walking to work. I'm like, it's true. Like, yeah.
I know it
I'm
was
like,
serious when sports shut down. That's when I know it was serious.
nah, yeah, definitely. I knew it was serious for me when I walked into work, and I'm like, so that mean I was kind of hyped, not gonna lie. Like, I didn't want to go to, but I was just like, wait, that mean we're not gonna be working. Panic mode immediately. Congratulations, number one, class of
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
2020.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I totally
I
forgot about that.
really exactly no, I feel like this is your time to really be like, nah, like I'm about to get in my bag. I need to say a lot of stuff because I feel like a lot of you guys, we hear you, but there's more people like, oh my God, class of 2020, like what's gonna happen?
Honestly,
Can we let them breathe first?
it's real deeper. You feel me? Like to be honest with you, it's almost like a spit in the face, bro. It's like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro. Like, you work hard. You do 4 years of college. You got to put up with all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All the fake people, all the work or being stressed out and all the stuff that colleges bring. And you just work hard just to go up that stage. You feel me? Just to
Yeah.
just go up the stage. You
Mm-hmm,
know what I'm saying? And then to
mm-hmm.
have that just shut down at a time when you had like 2, 3 months left of
Yeah.
graduation. To be honest with you, it's almost like, like Buster Douglas upsetting daggone Mike Tyson, bro. It's an upset, bro. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So it was almost like a scene in the movie. I remember I was preparing for spring break and I was gonna come back, turning up on a radio station up in Cortland, with the two shows I was doing. And literally it was like, listen, all right, yeah, y'all gotta go home and y'all can't come back. Like your semester's over. It's
Yeah.
like, homie, what? Like what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like it was surprising. It was like a scene from the last Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, bro, I am legend, whatever you want to call it. And
Oh my God.
you're
Very
hearing people getting coronavirus, Tom Hanks, untouchable people you feel like, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Durant. You're like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's unbelievable. What you think, Mel? What's going on?
I
How
mean,
you
like,
feeling, Mel?
I don't like for me, I feel like I took this really lightly, not in like a bad way, but in a way where it's just like I'm not really stressing. I could say that for me, this quarantine has been like honestly a blessing in disguise. I feel like I use this time to get closer to God, get closer with my family and things of that nature. But I could say like the blessing was having my family and for them to be very supportive with knowing that like, okay, like I'm not going to be walking across the stage, but they have been holding my hand this whole process and did everything that they can to make it the best. Like my sister was able to put together a video of like people from Cortland, my middle school friends, my high school friends, my old principal from elementary school, and family members. Like she put together a video of all of them like saying like, congratulations and all this stuff. And when I tell y'all, I was like
The
crying.
love, man, the
It
love.
was like so amazing to just see my friends from like when I was a child, like, to still be able to know that these people are still in my corner to this day, despite the quarantine, like they still gonna show love. And the simple fact, like the thing about it was my sister asked them that Thursday and my sister was able to put together by that Sunday. So in such short notice, everybody was able to whip up a quick minute video and, say nice things. So it just made me realize like, dang, like even when the outside is closed, like, and you can't see nobody and you far from them, they're still like a way for them to still be close with you. So I could say like that has been like the true blessing of this all, like to just not have a ceremony and then the next day, like my sister's like, we all got a video and put together the video on Zoom. Even with my parents, mind you, they in the house with me. Like they put together, but my other sister, she's in California, so she was able to put together a video herself and add it in there. And then like at the end of the video, I think I cried the most because she had my pictures from when I was like in like kindergarten up until now. So she had like my kindergarten picture, my 5th grade, 8th grade, high school up until now pictures, and I was just like, dang, like I really did that. But I was able to have friends and family like congratulate me from a distance. So
I'm not gonna lie, these graduation royalty checks is hitting, bro. I'm not gonna lie, son. They paying homage to me, boy. They're like, boy, you done did it. You know what I'm saying? You done it. Whatever, did it, done it. You want to say, bro, I done it, did it. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
listen, man.
You think about it, like I kind of needed this while I was in school, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
At least they give me my flowers. You know what I'm saying? I got people frying chicken for me. I got listen, bro. It's crazy. I got massages, bro. I'm like, all right, get the fingernails too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you very much. You feel me?
I think you went to the spa, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I got the spa here. You feel me? Like they paying homage to the king. The Real Leel, you know what I'm saying? I work hard, 3 daggone radio shows throughout school. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I'm a whatever you want to call it, bro. I'm a Lil Shadamas. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just saying, bro. Shout out to Steph too. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that. Shout out to my bro Steph.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's actually dropping a new mixtape. Look out for that, right?
Follow me. Shout out.
You know what? He actually changed his name. So just
throwing that in there for the promotion.
We're gonna throw it in there.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna throw it in there.
Definitely. Anytime we have friends of the show, we definitely gonna find ways to throw them in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We a show love podcast.
But man, like, yes, I mean, we didn't have a ceremony, but it is what it is. At least the royalty checks is hitting. It makes me feel better that I graduated. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, at the end of the day, I can't complain. There's a lot of people that have it worse. I think high schoolers have it worse because they missing out on prom and college. You feel me? And one of my top 5 memories was prom. Why? Because I stole the show in prom. Mel, you remember the story I told you? When I walked into the building and the doors parted like the Red Sea, mad slowly, and my tuxedo flipped in the air, and I walked in there and everybody just parted, bro. And I walked up the steps and it was a daggone photo shoot, bro. You feel me? They ain't gonna have to have that moment that I had. You know what I'm saying? Still in the show.
That story is I was so weak when he was telling this story, Jen. Me and Craig was like, really? This was happening?
Crying.
I was in the car on the way there. 50 Cent was blasting, I'm the man, bro. I'm the man. You feel me? That joint was, bro, when I tell you that joint was loud, boy, and girls was out there, yo, Real Leel, oh my God. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, honestly, bro, I really felt like a superstar that day, bro. I'm like, Chris Brown has entered.
Great. Prom was great.
Now, you know how Lockton do it. We went to the same high school, Jen. You know Lockton, bro.
Yeah, prom was good. Prom was good.
Nah,
I like prom.
So they ain't gonna have that experience. So it's unfortunate. But hey, you still got marriage, y'all. So that's if y'all interested in marriage. Then y'all still got that. That's y'all problem.
To be honest, like the way it's looking outside, looking like it's about to open, they should just have their prom outside.
I agree.
They could do that.
I feel like I'm not saying like the whole school, but like, you know, some girls that really was like, oh my God, like girls that cried, right?
Yeah.
Be like, you know what? We gonna actually have this outside, bring out all our friends. And I think social media, right, can be the perfect place to promote marketing.
You feel me, man?
Right?
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, they just have their photo shoots. I feel like photographers should, you know, give them discounts because, you know, still make their bread, but still you like, you know what, hey, you know, this is for y'all. This is something special, right? And it's just like, to be honest, we already know why prom happens. Like, we just want to look good and, you know, have fun with our friends. You know, like, and that can still happen. And I feel like a lot of girls probably already had their dresses already, and if they didn't, yo, you have nothing to lose. Go buy one. Like, I feel like we should like just change the moments that we have, make them even more special, you know, because prom was special, you know. the place was nice, having to buy your ticket was nice, like, driving to the place, that's all nice. But I feel like under circumstances, right, we've learned that, all of this probably didn't even matter, because at the end of the day, it can just all be taken away. In the meantime, while we're still alive, because we know a lot of people have been dying, a lot of people have been dying. In the meantime, you know what? I'm gonna live my life to the fullest.
You feel me?
I was not able to be outside. I'm gonna be outside now.
Last night, I ain't gonna go too deep into it because I know both of y'all ain't see it. But
Mhm.
the most recent versus battle was Beanie Man versus Bounty Killer.
Yeah.
And boy, when I tell you, man, it took me back. It was almost like a time machine. It took me back, bro. Beanie Man, Bounty, I mean, one of the two, historical figures in reggae and dance. So I'm not gonna lie, Beanie Man's starting to get a little stomach there, man.
Yeah,
Anytime
everyone
you
was
saw,
talking about that.
yeah,
Everyone was talking about the
he's
stomach.
starting to
Yeah.
he's starting to get a little stomach there. It looked
I
like
saw
he's been
maybe
eating
like
during
a
quarantine.
3-second clip.
Leave him
Yeah.
alone.
Homie looking like a polar bear, bro. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
my God, you said
Homie
Leave
looking
him
like a
alone.
polar bear.
No. Quarantine time. He on quarantine, clean
Nah,
from the toxic world. This is his happy weight. I'm
I'm
gonna
not gonna
say
lie.
that.
Brother been eating, bro. Brother was like, yo, brother had his stomach out. I'm like, dang, bro. But it was a good battle. To me, it was the best one yet. I like the way how they set it up. Like,
who
it
won? Who won?
wasn't.
Beanie, right?
You know what's crazy? I
Or
won't be
is
able to tell you who won because when I watched it, it was so good that I didn't say I was like, listen, I don't care who won. I'm not even keeping track of the
it's not even a
score.
competition. Yeah, that's
It,
good.
it's
Those
it's
are
like a
the
part.
nice
It's like a
competition.
coming.
It makes you
Exactly.
appreciate. Yeah, nah. You know what? This is a friendly competition, but
Yeah.
this is lit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because they
those
were
were the
both
good
friendly too.
ones.
They were both singing each other's songs at points in the song, at points during the battle. So it was almost like, listen, it was just more great for the culture than it was like who
No,
won. I know that
my
some
Facebook
people.
was all like coming together. I
Yeah.
was just like, wow, this is beautiful.
I'm
Big
saying
ups to the
it's
Jamaicans.
big up to the Jamaican, and I know there's some people that was actually like, well, Beanie Man got this, okay. Bounty Killer got none of that. Me, I was just like, yes, look, these are the classics. I'm happy. So shout out
Yeah.
to Swiss Beats for starting this up, and I'm interested in seeing the battles that's going forward. I've heard a few names being thrown out there. I heard DMX versus Eminem, potentially Usher and Chris Brown.
See,
You even
that's
told
the one
me
I'm waiting for.
Nah.
Diddy and who else
Dr. Dre, I am
and
Dr.
Dr.
ready.
Dre,
Dre.
yeah, you did say
I
that.
am ready.
You did
That
Okay.
say
one
that.
I'm ready for. That one right there.
Ready.
That
I
one
got
right
my
there. I'm ready.
backpack on. Like I'm ready.
You
Okay.
gonna watch that joint with a backpack on? You feel me? You feel me?
Got a
But
blast.
yeah, but I think we might as
Sorry,
well move
I
on.
haven't used that in so long.
I
Sorry.
Nah,
feel
fuck
you.
that.
I think we might as well move on to our first topic here on WYGL, the return, and we gotta start it off by talking about the rat. The rat. Listen, I don't know what your houses is looking like. I don't know what your houses is looking like. But I see a lot of support for this rat. So I'm guessing your houses got a lot of rats in them. You know what I'm saying? And y'all take pride in that. You feel me?
I'm gonna just keep doing that.
You feel me?
Just
The
a
rat.
rap. No
Yeah,
cap.
keep doing that. The rat, Tekashi 6ix9ine, dropped Gooba last week, breaking a lot of records. Is the public wrong for supporting this brother? Or should I say supporting this rat?
Ooh,
Mel, you should go first.
ooh, Jesus. Oh, so honestly, I'm not gonna say like it's wrong because they're gonna like who they are going to like. However, this man has finessed the system some way or another. I feel like he's finessed the. What I don't want to say. I don't really want to put him in the hip hop category. I'm so sorry. I just don't want to put him there. Like it's a lot of people that don't deserve to be in that category, but I'm gonna just say he finessed the music industry. How somebody can go from being a rat to over here getting over 100 million views overnight. Like that still baffles my mind. But like I said, it's like a marketing tactic. This man, he found a way to troll in jail, troll in prison, troll while he is out, and still find a way to get the people going. So support. I don't feel like it's more of a support. It's more out of curiosity to see what he's gonna do
Yeah.
next, because I was one of those people that's like, I'm
What
not
he
a
gonna talk
fan.
about? What he gonna rap about now?
That's
You
me.
feel me?
Like me, I was just trying to see what the hype was about. Cause when
He
I
nailed
seen
it
it on
though.
my YouTube recommend, it was like 6 hours and it was already at 13 million views. So I was like, how lit is this song for you to have this on repeat? That's why I went in. Cause I was like, somebody gotta have this on repeat. 13 million, like somebody. So I went in and I was like, this song is not all that. It's not my cup of tea. It's not what's the other songs like Kiki or something. It ain't. It's
Oh,
not a
BB,
Kiki.
Fifi, Mimi, Nana,
It ain't.
oh
It's none of that. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is not a New York bop that I'll be bopping to or whatever. So I was like, okay, next. So right now, everybody's just looking at him as like, okay, what is he gonna do next? Like Tekashi always has something up his sleeve. Like he always. That man is never without a plan. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. But I don't know if they necessarily wrong. I just think it's a lot of curiosity because he's a big troll. And with trolls, you're like, okay, who's gonna jump him? Who he's gonna tag next? Because right now he barking up Snoop Dogg tree right now, and I'm like, bro, you don't want to go there,
Yeah, you
isn't
don't
he?
wanna go there.
Is he
Snoop Dogg
like?
is like he's the most famous person in hip hop.
Not only that, like he's Uncle
Literally.
Snoop. Like
he's
everybody knows
Snoop
Uncle
Dogg.
Snoop, and people's gonna have his follow up. So he needs to be careful because I feel like mad people got Snoop Dogg follow up, and we don't even know. And I'm not just talking about like hip hop people. I mean street people got his follow up. Like he is Uncle Snoop. Like put some respect on his name. So
I'm not gonna lie. I was wondering. I was like in the majority of people when we heard. I remember we was in the studio in Cortland on a radio station when we heard potentially that he wanted to start his rap career upon his release. You know what I'm saying? We do it or whatever, or continue it, should I say, right?
mhm.
That's the better word to put into context. And I remember saying, like, I don't know what this brother is on. You know what I'm saying? He snitched. He should be going to witness protection. But somehow this brother came out here and literally made the term snitch a marketing tool. Literally was like, all right, word, y'all gonna call me snitch and rap? I bet. I'm gonna take that word right here and I'm gonna make it into a marketing tool and I'm gonna accept the word, whoa, I'm gonna embrace it of being a rat, right? Like I'm gonna embrace that. Like I feel like even Donald Trump, we all know he's disliked, and I feel like he uses that. He embraces it. Not a lot of people know how to do that. For some reason, they just embrace being the villain. You know what I'm saying? And Tekashi 6ix9ine has embraced being the villain, and he's making it a marketing tool. And I'm not gonna lie, the numbers is crazy. 202
Exactly.
million views after being locked away is unbelievable. And I think that watch out for Bobby Shmurda when he gets out to have similar success because it's gonna be
It's
almost like a. I don't want to put it into this because I don't want to put hip hop and religion in the same category because hip hop is a religion, but it's not that religion. But it's almost like a God versus Satan when Bobby Smurda come out because it's gonna be like, all right, this guy he ain't snitching, he ain't telling his friends, so he's almost like the hip hop god, and we got this hip hop devil, and it's gonna be like the clash of Armageddon, and it's like who's gonna be the king of New York, king of Brooklyn and New York? Because
I'm
normally
sorry,
when you're the
I'm
king of
riding
Brooklyn,
for
you're the king of New
Bobby.
York. You feel
I'm
me?
riding
Jen, talk to
for
me.
Bobby on God.
I ooh, 6ix9ine.
Sis.
The rat. Come on,
Like
Mel.
it's to the point where like I feel like I'd be wasting my time talking about him.
Mm.
Like he
I felt
be,
that.
because like he really out here like with he's not caring at all. And it's just like people like that's just like, all right, you know what? I feel like if you put if there's attention, put your attention towards him, he gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Only reason why he's still out is because
hmm
people are literally like, nah, he's comedy, he's funny,
People
and it's like,
checking
He
for
is. I'm
him.
not gonna
yeah,
lie. He
people
is.
be,
He
you
is.
feel me,
Nah,
and it's like I'd be
can't
like,
lie.
you know what, like I even had a friend that was he was a fan. He was like people be like, oh nah, he likes 6ix9ine, we can't do that. I'm like, bro, what? Bro, I'm from Brooklyn, bro, come on. Like, not gonna lie, he is like he's funny. He's funny, but it's just like I'm not about to be like searching for. I'm not gonna be wondering what he's doing. Like, hey, what's 6ix9ine doing? Like, no, I'm gonna be able to know because of social media. Like, the shit is all around. You feel me? So, like, damn. Oh, he out of jail. All right, bet. Oh, he did this. Oh, all right, bet. Oh, all right, all right. All right, whatever. Like, I saw a clip of the Gooba, whatever song, and Homeboy had the nerve to put a rat face on. I'm like, nah, this is comedy. Like, he's really
Marketing.
out here not caring. He don't care. Like, he really don't care. And it's like, I was seeing, different sides of the situation. Oh, people were like, oh, but if you were in that situation, what if you were him? Like, what if you were put in that situation where his baby mom's, whatever happened to the baby moms? Like, I'm guessing his friends.
His friends slept with his baby moms or something like that.
Okay, she's for the streets, whatever.
And for the sheets.
Everybody.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yep.
They kidnapped him. They stole his money. People were like, oh, how would you feel if that happened to you? And it's like, okay, that's it. I'm guessing those are valid points, but there, and then other people were like, oh, nah, but the streets code, like, you can't be snitching, and it's like, hey, can we be honest? Can I say something? I'll say it. What are the streets? What streets? Brooklyn? Bro, let's think about it. Let's think about it right now. Are the streets still the streets? Let's really sit down and think about it. Let's sit down. If you need to smoke, if you need to go drink, to go think,
light you up a cigarette for this one.
Unconscious mind. Like, if you really need to sit and think about this question, really sit and be like, what are the streets? Because if we think about it, we don't even have the streets. We don't own the streets. We don't. Apparently, right, there's condos being built, these buildings in the hood. I can say this, I can speak for myself, because I came home from college and I'm like, hold up. Am I in the hood now? Is this?
Oh, you notice on the train station, right? It was certain stops, especially on the L train. These like white people will get off,
Myrtle,
Myrtle, Bedford, and all that. And now you go to the end of the stop and they still on the train. You know what I'm saying? Like they in the hood now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Livonia,
like if we really want to talk about it, like, I mean, like, can you even call street code? Because do we even have our streets to ourselves? Now let's really think about that now. Like, the world is this shit. Everything is just fucked up right now, and I feel like for people to try to, like, oh, but this and the third, the street code, yo, bro, no funny. You can't talk about that. We don't have the streets no more. We're seeing every single day our men being murdered. Correct.
Nice.
Boom. You know what? Like, and then, like, it's just thinking about that. Like, I feel like anything that you talk about can just go deep. So the 6ix9ine situation, we can go deep and talk about it. Like, yo, what's the street code now? Like, can we even protect our streets? Are we able to do so? Are we able to? Because bro, how many rappers died this month in our streets?
And we're gonna talk about one later on in the show for sure.
And it's just like, I'm not trying to talk down on nobody. Everybody had their own opinion. This is just my opinion. This is like, you feel me? Whoever support him, that's all fine and all. That's great. Do what you want. It's your life. But in my head, this is how I'm thinking, bro. This is like, he's clearly saying, I don't care about none of this. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and that's it. Point blank.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. To be honest with you, I don't have a personal vendetta against
no personal vendettas with no one.
Tekashi, because first of all, I'm not in that gang lifestyle. I do know there's a code, and
there is
because
a code.
there is a code, and you have to follow the code when you're in the code.
No,
but I'm just saying, like, with this quarantine going on, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of lit for the internet, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of lit for the internet at this time.
Not gonna
You know what I'm
lie,
saying?
when he was gone, you remember when we were saying in
Yeah,
one of our episodes, it's kind of
yep,
boring.
it's kind of
He's kind
boring.
of boring on
And
the
I feel like
internet.
during this quarantine time, we could use him a little bit. Now, when this quarantine is over, what happens, I leave that up to the streets or whatever happens, and I leave that up to life. You feel me? But for this time period,
Yeah.
in this quarantine time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm home all day, basically. So,
It's
you know what I'm
just
saying?
something to laugh at,
It's just something to
like
laugh.
if
Exactly.
I feel like if we really want to talk about it, we could talk about it. But at the end of the day, we already know what's up. He don't care. He don't
Don't.
care
Exactly.
about
Not at
nothing.
all.
He
And you
don't
Not.
heard
care,
about
and
a
he's just making a
potential
joke.
Nicki collaboration too, right? Do you think that if Nicki collabs with six
Don't
nine,
do
is
it.
that the RIP to Nicki Minaj's career?
I mean, he already did. She already did collaborate with
That
him.
was before
That was
he was
before.
a
That was
snitch.
before the
Before
snitching.
he was
Yeah.
a
But the thing
rat.
about it is, I feel like now, okay, so in my opinion,
I
when it
think
comes to like
a
this
lot of
whole
people canceled
thing,
Nicki. To be honest,
I
I
don't
think she's
know.
already canceled. People, I feel like people canceled her. So
Yeah, kinda,
if she
kinda.
was to do that, then everybody gonna be like, okay, now she's really canceled.
Yeah, she's done. Like,
I
But
mean,
yeah, Mel, you were saying something.
I was just saying, like, I feel like with this whole thing, like, it would just make New York look bad. I'm just saying, like,
That's why I
as
had to.
as a whole, as the city, it would make us look bad because it's like, yo, Nick, like, you from Queens, but it's just in
Queen.
my head, it's just like it might not be that big of a deal because the Barbs are gonna ride for Nicki regardless. The whole thing about it is just like we see how he's doing numbers and how he disrespected the street code, and still people from the street still support him. So. I'm confused. That's the
What
future.
are the streets? Okay, look, I wanted to say something
Confusion is
too.
here.
I was gonna say something. You know what? Actually, I forgot. But um, I think that just I got it. New York already looks bad. New York already looks bad, and I just think at this point we're just a joke, right?
I don't want to be a joke.
I don't want to be a joke either, but I feel like there's no leadership right now. We look like a joke. I feel like in the government world too, like Cuomo. I don't know. I'm not Cuomo. Whoever is Cuomo and somebody else.
and
Blasio.
De Blasio.
Blasio. Yeah. I don't know what's going on over there. Apparently, I
Yeah,
saw
there's
an
a
article and
disconnect.
it said it's so funny. I was laughing at this. It said New York is gonna be the only state that won't be reopening, and I was weak. I
It's,
Bro,
was,
that's
it
a fact.
you
might
know
be
It's
why
looking
I
true.
was
like that.
weak? Because
It might
there's
be
no
true.
fucking leadership. I don't know what the
It,
hell's
it,
going
it,
on down there. What's going
Bro,
on down
bro,
there?
it's looking like we're gonna be on lockdown probably like a year from now, bro. Like bro,
Yo, what
it's
is
getting
going
to that point.
on?
And my thing is
Like,
like they just keep changing the date, like moving it back. I'm like, bro, it's like why are y'all stalling for? Like what's the stalling for? You feel me?
Because
literally, people
it's a
don't care.
lot.
People are still
And then
outside.
on
New
Yeah.
York
top
or
of that,
not.
I'm hearing all this Heineken virus. Bro, what happened to the other virus that existed before Heineken, bro? Or they all of a sudden disappeared?
Yeah, what happened to the
Like
common
Heineken.
cold?
Exactly. What happened to the heart disease? So Heineken just came in here and said, Heineken, I'm here. So you know what? All these other stuff, diabetes, I gotta go. And they just disappeared. Like what's going on? And I feel like they trying to scare people. You know that's what the media do. They try to scare people. It was like the media, to be honest with you, is like a haunted mansion, right? It's like one of them rides that you go on in a haunted house and you see different things that pop out and scare you. I consider the media to be that haunted man on that haunted house that you go to at like Ride Playland or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever amusement park. It's like, yeah, this and that. Oh yeah, this amount of people died. Oh yeah, this and that. Da da da. Like it's just a whole lot of scaring people. And my thing is why are you scaring people? What are you trying to scare people
Yeah, well,
towards?
like obviously, like I feel like especially like knowing America, knowing that there's
Yep.
always a goal. I don't think they're just
Always.
scaring us just to scare us, and I think we should definitely be aware of what's going on. I think we should open our eyes to be like, you know what, let's just be prepared for what's about to happen. Like I think it's the only reason why it's scary too is because we don't know why we don't know why this is happening. We don't know what's going on. So it's just like, yeah, they saying stay home. We gonna stay home. Obviously, there's gonna be ignorant people out, and they're not gonna do that. I mean, I saw a video of what was going on in Brownsville, girls twerking on cars. Just I'm like,
Brownsville
what
for
is
you.
going? First of all, Brownsville. whoever's from Brownsville, I'm
for you.
sorry. Like I don't be
Man.
stepping. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I'm not from
there.
Brownsville. I know
Oh,
I'm
people.
not
okay.
from Brownsville
I'm
either.
like, nah. I feel like you not. But I don't like. You feel me? Like, it's stuff like that. It's just like, yo, where's the order? Well, what
But
is going on? What's going on? And it's
Alive.
like,
and you
you
know
know
what's
what?
crazy? You know what I find mind-boggling? So African Americans are being mistreated as if they are the virus in China. So
Yeah.
they're not allowed to go certain places. They on the streets now. They homeless. I'm just saying, like all right. So like, didn't the virus start in Wuhan, China? And wasn't it because y'all was eating bats and cats and rats? So why are you saying that? Why are you mistreating black people for? You feel me? And it was at one point where I noticed a lot of black people were standing up for Chinese people. Like, even though we go through everything, it seems like we get the brunt of everything. We was like, yo, don't call these Chinese people racist. We buy their food, whatever. Like, show them love and respect in this time where they
They
being
don't
blamed on.
even like
They don't
us.
even care about us, some of them. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you mistreating us, bro? You, like, come on. Like, it started in China, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
It's just like I said, it's just anything we could talk about can go deep. We can go deep, and that's what's going on in this world. That's what's
Deep,
going on.
deep blue sea. Get it? See? Stands for, you know what? Heineken virus. Deep blue sea.
Okay,
Not
Lil.
sea. Not
Okay.
this. You know the movie Sea? And then sea. Deep blue sea. You feel me?
Lil, that was actually a good one.
You feel me?
I'm not laughing, but it's a good one. That was a good one. It just didn't process.
You feel me?
That was a good one.
Know what I mean? Point for Lil. It's time to move on to a more serious topic here. Topic number 2. We have Ahmaud Arbery, who obviously was lynched in daylight after being chased down by 2 white supremacists and being shot and killed. Now, obviously, recently a video surfaced of his old shoplifting arrest. And my thing here is, first of all, I want to let y'all go ahead and give y'all thoughts to that, because it seems like it's just another thing to justify the lynching. Like, all right, let's dig into his, life, and let's pull up something so we can show it to the people, so we can be like, all right, yeah, so he wasn't a saint. That little nice graduation picture that we seen online that surfaced with him, smiling and looking like a gentleman. Let's show that video to make him look like a daggone demon, like he was, this big bully, so we can justify shooting him and killing him. What do y'all think?
Typical white people shit. They just mad.
Just like that.
Like, sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah.
You serious?
Bro, these cops is really wilding, bro. I'm not gonna lie. These cops is really wilding during this coronavirus time, and I feel like they literally on E right now. They on drive mode. Like it's almost like, because there's so much things going on with the Heineken virus, that they are like, all right, we can get away with some stuff, and they just wilding. And I know, like, I know people, the naysayers be like, well, all cops are not the same. Well, duh. We all know they all not the same. But you want to tell me that at this moment? You feel me? When I'm over here talking about somebody getting shot, you want to come and be like, well, there, Lil, all cops are not the same. Duh, I know that. But can you grieve with me for this brother real quickly here before you run your mouth talking about all cops are not the same? Like, duh, we know that, just like not all black people are the same. You feel me? But I don't know. I think that they wilding right now. I'm not going to lie. They really wilding. And I feel like black people is just not being, like, not standing up. You feel me? Like, I seen a video of a cop punching a black dude in the head repeatedly, and this guy is just sitting here eating those like his dad going quarantine food. I'm like, brother, are you going to do something? Like, you just going to sit there?
I think it's a thing where it's just like, you know what, it's not happening to me. I know it's like happening. It's not happening to me, so I'm gonna, step away, right? And I feel like, a lot of people are like that. I'm kind of still like that. I want to use my voice more, but literally, like, you hear about, a black man another one dying, and it's just like, oh my god, another one. Well, isn't my family member, so I know it's happening. You feel me? Like people are aware, but it's like it's a thing where it's just like, damn, like it's really hurting me, but it kind of didn't happen to me, so I kind of don't know what I should do, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like I should start from there. I feel like we should start by saying, you know what, just because it's not happening to me doesn't mean it won't happen to me. You got to
Yeah.
think about it like that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, you know, I've been living in this world for this and that amount of years and nothing like that has happened to me. Okay, baby girl, the world's changing, bro. The world's changing. We gotta get it together.
I
Like
get real.
it's just so much going on, and like I feel like people are now realizing, yo, a lot is going on, and it can potentially happen to me.
Yeah.
So we should probably do something about it. We probably don't even know what to do, but I feel like even thinking about doing something is the first step
Yeah.
to something. Because I
And they
feel like
be
if we do
filming. Oh, my fault.
nothing, no, it's fine. I feel like if we do nothing, then nothing's gonna happen. So it's just, you know,
Gotta do something.
mm,
And they be filming
something.
these joints like a family barbecue or something like that. Like the man who was accused of filming the thing just been arrested. So listen, man, I don't know why it took these people long to get arrested. First of all, from my understanding, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this event took place in
In
February,
February.
and the thing surfaced in March.
Hmm.
So like this could have literally went unnoticed. You feel
Yeah.
me? I'm like, how is it now coming to light? I didn't even recognize that it actually happened a month prior to. So
Me.
it's just, and the people was able to have a couple, weeks off to eat dinner, good dinner and good food while,
Vibing while
vibing
somebody's son is dead.
in they white supremacist chats or whatever, bragging and stuff like that. And it's just unbelievable. Yo, Mel, what you think about this?
Honestly, with this whole situation, I feel like I sorry. So I see where Jen is coming from. I feel like a lot of black people have reached the numb stage where we've just became numb to a lot of these situations. And also for me, I feel like I reached a racial fatigue. Like I'm tired. Like I'm tired of every time we turn on the news, it's always something where it's like a white supremacist shooting another black man or black woman down, or police shooting another black man or black woman down. And I'm just tired where it's just like, why doesn't my black body matter anymore? And that's with any and everything. That's with, police brutality, killings, and sexual harassment. Like, why doesn't this black mind, why doesn't this black body, why doesn't this black soul matter? Like, it's just
Hmm.
like nothing matters, like when it comes to us. And then what kills me is like, well, all matters life too, but at the moment you don't care about the black life, so that's why a black life has to matter a little bit more than any other life. And that's like, no offense, but hey, it is what it is. Like, that is just our harsh reality, and it just makes me upset because it's just like, yo, like, stop disregarding the fact. Granted, when I speak my truth and things like that, I'm not expecting you as a person from another ethnicity to understand me, because you will probably never understand me. But I just need for you to sympathize and understand, not understand, sympathize and recognize what's going on, and potentially become an ally to help us. Because right now we fighting these battles alone, and it's just like, y'all don't care for real. Because if y'all cared, some of y'all that's talking to us in private will be have that same energy in public.
Can I say
It's
something?
just, yeah.
I do commend the white people that have been saying stuff.
Mhm.
Um, the director of operations for the football team at NIU, I follow him on Facebook and we're friends, and he talks about stuff like that. He's like, you know what, not trying to step on nobody's toes, but as a white person and to my black friends, what should I do? You feel me? What should I say? What can I do?
Mhm.
Because like, and I commend people like that, because obviously you got a heart. That's a human being right there.
Yeah.
Human, literally an example of a person being a human being. Yo, there's some fucked up shit going on. What can I do? Because
Yeah.
I,
obviously I can't relate. So and I got friends. You feel me?
I
What
also think
what can I do?
I also think too. I think the things that go on in the black community is only showed in one demographic, and a lot of, white people are shown more positive things and more positive images. So they don't really, some of them don't understand what's actually going on, because if they did, then they would know that the system is more epic than it really is. So they try to like blindside these people into thinking that slavery ended 400 years ago, and all of this stuff ended when it ended. So you have certain people that's, they grow up in homes where, they have everything tailor made for them. They could walk out and be white and don't have to worry about getting shot for being white, just like how somebody can get shot for being black. You feel me? So I think some of it is just the babysitting of, what's going on, and just like, not showing everything on that spectrum. And I also think there are some white people that could know what's going on and still feel that we are people that just always make excuses. Like, oh, we didn't get this job because, they're racist and whatever. And I feel like some people just want to feel like they have a harder path, right? So I think white people don't want to make it seem like, oh, well, I just woke up and I just got the job. They want to make it, they want their story to have like a little obstacle in it to make it look more like, yes, I'm David, I'm Goliath. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that has something to do with it as well. But it actually took 74 days before any arrest was made, to be honest with you. That's the exact thing. 74 days.
That's too long.
That's a long time.
I mean, that's enough for these two brothers to convert into Christianity or something and get baptized. They could have got all that in between that time. You feel me?
It's still more than 2 months.
Exactly. Yep. So it's just a tough situation, and I credit people that speak out. I like what Spike Lee did in the Black Klansman movie at the end credits when he showed those, protests, white supremacist protests that turned violent. Because it was very graphic, but it literally showed that this stuff still exists today. You feel me? For those naysayers that be like, yo, slavery ended, da da da. So yeah, it's just another case of a black man just being shot, and we'll see what happens with the two murderers. If they're gonna go to jail, death penalty. I'll be shocked if they get the death penalty. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be shocked.
But like, oh, word, this what we doing? Okay.
And I think I heard something that that might be an option too, from what I heard. But that's something that I have to believe in order to see it.
What is it? Me? The death penalty?
Yeah, I heard that. I think I heard from a few sources. I'm not too sure. We can always research it, and y'all watching the show can research that for yourself. But I could have sworn I heard somebody said that that's an option. So if it is, then I'll be shocked.
First example, let's make it count.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna go on a little break, and then when we come back, we got more topics to come.
Promote people's talents, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do here on YGL. I mean, yeah, YGL, right?
WYGL.
WYGL.
Can't forget the W, man.
Oh, I forgot the W?
Yeah.
Damn. You know what that stands for, right? The W?
What?
You know what? Never mind. Never mind. We gonna go forward on our next, because I was about to say a joke, but then I'm like, I outsmarted myself. So you know how you about to set up a punchline, like a joke, and then you realize, yo, that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
While it's about to come out your mouth, so you gotta reframe. Like I had to rewind.
We get to our next topic.
Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
It's all good, baby.
Biggie.
So, if you guys do or don't know, we have a street in Brooklyn named after Biggie Smalls, Christopher G. Wallace, but it's called the Christopher Wallace Way. So, if you in Brooklyn, make sure you drive past there sometime, check out the sign, remember him and his greatness that he did have on Brooklyn in the black community during the 90s era between him and Tupac. But long live hip hop and long live the great legend, Biggie Smalls.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna lie.
What?
I know you just told people to drive through like the block, but if I'm a guy, I'm not driving the block just to see a sign. I'm just to see, All right, he's my guy and all, but I ain't driving to see it. It gotta be like a museum or something. Like I'm not just gonna drive to see a sign. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you not.
I'm just not.
So people go by and they drive by and like they go to the mural in downtown Brooklyn on Fort Greene.
Well, they could do that, but it's not by the mural, right?
Oh my God.
I don't know where it's at. You guys, if y'all could Google map the Christopher Wallace Way, please let us know where it's at.
I'm just not going by just to see a sign on the street.
All right, so when you happen to drive down the Christopher Wallace Way, check it out.
All right, guys. So we are back from our break, and right now we about to get into this topic of Doja Cat. Okay, she has been the hot topic for like since the beginning of last.
Who did that? Who did that?
Was Lil.
Of course, bro.
Yes, that was all him. But since
We
been
got
wilding
cats and rats. You feel me?
look at that. Look at that. Give us your take. What's going on, y'all?
I'm gonna say something. Cause boom, ready? Originally, right? I'm about to tell the people we wasn't gonna talk about this. Like, you feel me? She wasn't. It didn't happen till like 2 days ago, like last night,
Yeah.
whatever. We wasn't gonna talk about it. I'm like, no. We gotta talk about this. It's something I gotta talk about. This is wildin'.
Get it off your chest.
This is wildin'. Okay, so the only so I don't want to like be too heated on this, but the only reason why my head is just so bust is because I actually do feel bad for her. I feel bad because Black is so beautiful, and she can't relate to the
I get
Black
it.
love that's going on.
Yes.
How first of all, we're taught to love ourselves, and there's a lot of people that pro Black, and like I'm starting to love myself more. Like I got this
Yes,
going on. You know what I mean? Like
girl.
I'm loving myself, and it's like I feel bad because like damn, she can't even relate to me. You don't love yourself, sis. You don't. And I'm all about self-love. I'm all about it. And it's like, yo, sis, we had a war going on. You really want to do that right now? Bro, what are we doing, bro? Like,
And what is it exactly she said again?
okay, so I would rather she was basically saying I would rather be white because white has more value. And that to me, I was just like, sis, you really said that? Okay, she said thinking about being Black can make any sensible person depressed. Like, just think about it. Wouldn't being white
here.
she said think about it. Wouldn't being white make so much more sense? Life would have value. Sis, I gotta come back to the camera. Sis, really?
No, how you just came back to the camera and was like, sis, really? That was funny. That's a highlight.
No, really? Like, bro.
She over there sounding like bad baby.
Yo, and
Asking
then,
who wants to
and
be
then
Black.
that
I
wasn't,
do.
and you know what's crazy? That wasn't even the post that really, someone wrote a status and was like, oh, Doja Cat is like, being like, anti-Black, whatever, saying how she's doing this on Tiny Chat, this and the third. I'm like, hold up. I'm gonna need some proof. So you know what I did? I went down in them comments.
FBI work.
And everybody had them screenshots. Everybody had them receipts.
Oh.
You feel me? Everybody had them. And it's like, yo, this is wildin'. Wait, hold up. And I saw a clip of her, video, and she said something about something nigger. I said, hold up. She even put the ER. She put the ER. What? Yo, I swear, bro. I'm like, nah, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this because this is really wildin'.
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like there's nothing else to say other than she's wildin'. She's
Yep.
really wildin'.
I'm not gonna lie. Doja Dog, whatever her name is wildin', bro. Like, you feel me? Like, listen, man. First of all, like, I feel like some people, because being Black, I'm not gonna lie, being black in America is not easy. It's not the most easiest thing in the world.
I'm
You feel me?
saying. So
And I
like,
feel anybody else, exactly. I feel like everybody else that wants to be Black until they do them job applications and they have to sign, oh yeah, you're right, African American or whatever. Everybody want to be Black until it comes to that. You feel me? Until it comes to being roughed up by the cops or whatever it is. So it's not easy. But at the same time, she just have an issue with being Black for whatever reason or whatever. She doesn't want to claim her Blackness. And a lot of people, some people that are stars as well, want to not claim their Blackness. Girl like that.
Apparently, before she got famous, she was always doing this. Like this was always like a problem, and a lot of people, when she became famous, people were like, "Wait, hold up, this is the girl on Tiny Chat.
So she
She's the
already made her
girl.
name
She was
for herself.
exactly.
Okay.
She was like this. She was already doing this like way before she got famous, and apparently people were saying, "Hey, I'm about to expose you because you're wildin'," and it's like, yo, the fact that she was doing this even before, it just goes to show she actually has it's an internal problem. This is a problem that she's been raised with. She's
Yep.
always had this problem. This didn't come out of nowhere, because if this came out of nowhere, obviously you got to be on drugs. But in this case, apparently she be drunk on Tiny Chat, and she just be wilding like this. But like, I feel like for you to just do that out of nowhere, nah. Somebody has to be controlling you. And if that's not the case, then you've been doing this for a long time, and you're now getting exposed.
Yep.
Everything is now coming to light. I hope she didn't think, yo, I'm about to be secretive and no one's gonna. Sis, everything you do in the dark comes out in the light either way.
Hello.
Either way. Famous or not. That's a true saying for everybody. So the fact, I hope she didn't think, I hope she was prepared for this, because apparently I don't know if it was a video or what she said, like typed it, but I think she said she don't care about being famous. She didn't mean to be famous. She was playing around with the moo moo meow meow John, and a
Oh,
lot
the
of
rough
people,
or whatever it is.
whatever, a lot of people were like, oh, she different, and like, sad to say, everybody was talking about her butt. She had a big butt. She was light skinned, typical. Oh nah, and then like she was glowing up. She got a song with Nicki. She was glowing up. Her hair was done in a long. You feel me? You know how I feel about hair. Like her wigs were being slayed. You feel me? She was getting the good, famous like treatment. Nah, whatever you do, like, especially famous people, they got it bad because you already out there. Whatever you do in the dark, come out in the light. Sis, you got skeletons, bro. And these are some really weird skeletons. We need to do something. Like, yo, for her fans, not a fan, but I think her fans should really try to reach out. Like, yo, check, like, you feel me? Because I know social media is in the palm of your hands. You seeing that? You're gonna see that. See how fans drove Kehlani to almost kill herself? You're gonna see that. You're gonna see, you're gonna see that, and hopefully something clicks in your brain to be like, yo, I think I'm wilding. And if something doesn't click, she needs professional help. It has to be a sickness for you to even say something like that, knowing what's going on in this world. Bro, we're at a racial war. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Some people are just not in. Some people just don't think like that.
Honestly, my mom was just going just now because I was just trying to figure this all out. So, right, she's in a white supremacist group, right? It had to be somebody in this white supremacist group to leak all this information, meaning they didn't care about you, sis. Because once you have that one drop of blackness, you're no longer them, okay? You are.
Hello. Bing.
So, sis.
That's fire right there. Boom. You feel me?
Sis, we know you light skinned, but really think about it. Come on now.
Let's go. Come on.
So,
like, come on. This is wilding, bro.
Lesson for them, and they don't even care because right now they about to end your career because they see that they probably know, like, most of her most of her fans look like us. So the thing about it is they're gonna try to do everything in their power to shut you down to get us off your team. And guess what, sis? You standing by yourself. Or her diehard fans is with her, but you're standing by yourself because clearly somebody leaked it. It's a tiny chat. It's white supremacists in this chat. So the thing about it is the people in the chat has access to everything that you're in. They leaked it for a reason, sis.
Once you have an ounce of black, like how you said, you're not a part of that group. Exactly.
Like,
that's it. You said it. You said it. You said
they
it
don't
perfectly.
even like you.
It's like the one
just
drop.
entertaining.
You don't know about that.
Really,
Exactly.
and I was watching the the little clip, and I'm like, damn,
I'm not even
She don't even look like she's in her right mind. Like, and that should never be an excuse. But you could tell that this is the cry for help.
More like a cry to get that ass beat, boy.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
definitely.
Ooh,
No, yeah,
that's the
that
one
too.
too.
But like, sis is like, listen, somebody gotta help her
Her
because now,
ancestors need to come in her dream one day.
Ooh, okay.
Let's
oh
go
God,
into WYGL news. Mel,
All
take us
right.
away.
So first on the news list, we have Brooklyn rapper KJ Bola. He was shot and killed this past Friday in a drive-by shooting, and he was only 23. It's just sad to hear that it's another rapper dying and just in the hands of people that look like each other. I feel like at this point I'm over the killing each other. Like we need to stand together with one another. Like we need to stop killing each other. With everything that's going on around us, we need to be one with each other. But of course, when you have your personal vendetta against somebody else or your personal animosity against someone else, we can't control that. But I hope, man, I hope things get better. But my condolences do go out to KJ Bola's family and his mother. He was his mother's only child, so for a mother to lose her son, in such a horrific way and so sudden and unexpected can only
My
hurt
mom
even more.
definitely came out with a statement saying that he's never coming home.
Mhm.
As she cried to the Daily News, he was my only son. Jealousy and envy overtook your hearts and took a very important piece of my heart. She continued, I'm so heartbroken. It'll never be the same for me. So these are mothers that had to deal with the fact that they hair longer than their son are, which is not supposed to be. You know what I'm
it's not
saying?
supposed to
Yeah.
happen like
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
man.
So it's very unfortunate. Another Brooklyn rapper. And I remember I actually watched a clip earlier because I like to watch our clips before a new episode just to see, how, basically watching film before
Hmm.
executing. And I remember I watched the episode that we had, the collaboration with the Burnt Out podcast. And we was talking about Biggie and Tupac. And Rebecca said a point that resonated with me because I was like, oh yeah, I could definitely talk about this in this topic.
Hey, if you from Brooklyn, you know you gonna die. No fun. Like,
I mean,
feel me? I feel like
it's like
Brooklyn,
50-50 for
death
me.
is not. Death is like it's a real thing. Like in other states, it's like, oh my God, someone died. This is tragic.
Oh,
And Brooklyn,
yeah.
it's like, yeah, somebody died the other day. That's
And it's normal.
That's
Sad.
normal.
That is
Like
so
normal.
sad. That's like
Yeah.
we're like normalized to like even believe
Exactly.
that. Death
Oh,
is,
dang.
okay, yeah, that happens at a young age too. Like, oh yeah, he got shot.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He got shot.
Hot take. But when I think about it, she was ahead of her time pretty much because it seems like Pop Smoke happened after that statement was made, and this as well. So it seems like when you're in Brooklyn and you right at a certain plateau, like it's almost like people have a personal vendetta against you. Now I heard another take, one that I can't verify. That's why I said you can do your research on that as well. But I heard a take. I'm just throwing it out here that it possibly was related to Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I saw that.
I heard that as well. And I'm thinking like it's something with LA dudes and Brooklyn dudes. I'm not sure. Obviously Biggie was done in LA, so it might be a rejuvenated situation between something in Brooklyn and LA. I don't know what the correlation is with that, but it's crazy. It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's very scary because it's just like knowing your hometown, like you feel me, like us. So we're not famous, and like I feel like we definitely plan on being greater, right? And it's like scary to even know that once you become great, you have to kind of watch your surroundings, and
Yep.
you can't be comfortable where you're from.
Yep.
Like, you know how people say home is where the heart is. Home is dangerous. Home is dangerous, and it's very scary to even say that because it's just like, if something happens to you, you always want to run home. But what if you can't even run home? Like, what
And
if
think about the
home?
rappers that
What if
died
you
in
running
the
from
neighborhood.
home? You
Yeah.
feel me? Exactly. Like it's just like even with Pop RIP. Like he wasn't even
He wasn't even in Brooklyn.
home.
He wasn't even in
Like
Brooklyn.
yeah, like bro,
Yeah.
like it's just so scary. The world is definitely a scary place, and obviously, like I think going back to the government, they want to like scare us, like they want to scare us, and it's just like I feel like we got to be strong. We got to be strong. Like yo, like I feel
Yeah.
like we definitely have to be prepared to fight. Like I think we should like Martin Luther, yeah, that's cool, but Malcolm, bro,
Nah,
fucking,
Malcolm was not playing.
you feel
Malcolm
me?
was not
Like
playing.
I
Bro,
think we really
it's
might have to
I
get
mean, to be honest with
like
you, think about it like this. And I'm not trying to take away nothing from MLK. I think both of them
no, definitely
did
not. Oh
exactly what
yeah,
they
no,
had to
no,
do.
no.
But think about it like this. There's a reason why Malcolm X was going before MLK. Put it like that. I think. If you want to look at it from that perspective. There's a reason
honestly,
why X was going before MLK.
look at this. But a lot of people don't know, like after a certain point, MLK was on the same vibe as
He was. He
Malcolm.
was. He
He
was getting there.
started getting violent, and
And
nobody talks
then that's
about it.
what
I'm
happened. And
like,
what
yo,
happened?
he
And what
enough. He
happened?
enough.
And
I
what
think
happened at the
after
end?
he died, he died. MLK started getting violent because I guess it was just like, bro, like no matter how much we peacefully protest or how much we peacefully do things, like we still get that attack, and nobody talk about the fact that yo, that flip the switch challenge, that's what MLK did. He flipped the switch on us, and look,
Exactly.
That's good to know. That is great to know because
Right.
I liked MLK.
people
Yeah.
didn't even talk about like he flipped the switch, and I
I
was like,
heard.
yo,
It
that's
was so they trying to despair this dude's name. They trying to say he was a player, he was a sugar daddy. All this
Yeah,
stuff, bro.
I was
Like
just
I
like,
heard about that.
come
I'm
on,
like,
he's
bro,
doing good
so
for the
what? He
world.
was a
Stop
sugar
it.
daddy,
I'm
bro.
like, but
You know what I'm
Coretta
saying?
broke down,
You know how
so
many kids Moses had, bro? Come on, man. Oh, let's have this conversation, man.
nah, we
Let, let's,
not.
let's, let's go. What's going on, bro? So, sugar daddy, okay, homie, like to get down. It is what it is. But he's getting down in the streets, though, when it comes to the protesting as well. So, it is what it is. You feel me?
We ain't gonna do that to MLK today.
Now,
Yeah,
that's
we're
my
not
brother
doing
right
that.
there. That's my brother. You feel
Ah,
me?
So next on the agenda, we have Joe Biden had an interview with Charlamagne the
Speaking
God.
of agendas, speaking of agendas,
He had an interview with Charlamagne the God, and at the end of his interview, he made a statement towards, I guess, the people in the black community that if we had to choose between him and Trump, then we are not black. So just to, I guess, get y'all to understand, if we have to sit here and be like, are we going to vote for Biden or not? Then he's basically saying that we're not black because I ain't voting for Trump. Like that ain't me. But I honestly, with this whole situation, one, don't tell me, don't question my blackness like that. Like one, that's disrespectful. I'm
big
sorry.
disrespectful.
That is disrespectful. You don't do that. Like you don't just start questioning my blackness. One,
you
the
would do
whole
that to DJ Dog, though, but not us.
oh, shots fired. But my whole thing is just like, don't be questioning my blackness. It's just that it's like a relationship. When you've been hurt so many times, you got trust issues. Black people, we've been done wrong for so many years. We got trust issues. We're not about to just sit here and give you our trust. Like, bro, like you say jump, I'm supposed to say how high? Like, what you think this is free lunch? Sorry, this ain't no, we don't do that over here.
Yeah. How high? You think this is
Over
Method
here.
Man and Red Man?
No,
You feel
no, we
me?
not. That's not what we doing as black people. I'm sorry. It's just that we've been through so much. We gotta see your statistics first. Like we not about to say just because you ran VP with Barack, like that don't mean anything. And I personally feel like he's doing all of this, like getting a bunch of black people on his team just to show that he's for the black people. Look, saying it and doing it are two different things. I'm gonna need for you to put your money where your mouth is, bro. Cause I'm tired. This racial
Listen,
fatigue is for real. So if you gonna sit here and say that, if I put my vote in for you as a black woman, I'm gonna need for you to do the best thing that you can for black people in general. That black agenda
exact,
need to be a
exact.
strong agenda.
What?
Okay?
My thing is, what is the things you gonna do, right? I'm not just gonna vote for you because you
Yeah,
saying
like
vote for you.
Thank you.
And then
bro, you
another
want me to
thing
vote?
is,
What you about to do for
show
us,
me the
bro?
car facts, brother. Show me the car facts. What's going on? Show me the car facts. And it's you know how like when people post certain titles to be clickbait, right? You know the thing about clickbait, right? We all know about clickbait, right? What he just said is very vote bait. You feel me? He's like, all right, let's get these black people act the polls so they can vote for me, right? That's exactly what it is. Very vote bait, and I see a lot of vote bait when it comes to these guys that's running for president.
They do. That's all they know how to do.
And you think
Like what?
bro,
Hillary, what brought some hot sauce to something?
I
Like,
was
bro,
just about to
what?
bring that up. I was literally you stole
This is
my
what they
mind,
do when they're
I'm
fishing.
like, bro, what?
They're
bro.
fishing.
Taking hot
Well, first of all of us don't even like hot sauce.
exactly.
I
I
like
do,
it, but
but
don't do
not
it.
everybody
I
do.
like
Thank
it a
you.
little
Thank
bit.
you. Like,
Yeah,
don't
Yeah,
a
I
little
like it.
bit.
No, yeah, I like
especially
it a little
black people
bit.
like
It
chicken.
depends. It depends. It depends on what we playing. And we didn't bite for it when it was Hillary. Nobody went to the polls. Barely any black people went to the polls when Hillary ran. We was like, all right, you saw what your husband did, and how a lot of people were still in prison because of the rules that he put in with the 3 strikes you're out. With like his dad going baseball. We was like, all right, bet we gonna leave you out to dry during the polls, and that's why Trump won. Now I'm not saying Trump is better than Hillary. We just wasn't going out to vote for either of y'all. We was like, all right, we just gonna let the system do whatever the system do. And that's what we doing here on WYGL as we start our next couple of episodes until we eventually somehow get back into the studio once
Mhm.
everything dies down and we all are in town. But I think we did a pretty good job on this episode. I thought it was dope. I thought we came out. We actually recorded it a couple days ago. It came out good. So we redid it. We went to the drawing tables. And I'm glad that we
Go
did because it
back
came out
to
good.
the drawing table. It's never too
Too
late
late.
to go back to the drawing table, y'all. And that's it. That's with life too. Like I feel like especially around this time, like a lot of people are being pressured to do a lot of stuff that they wanted to do. And people are seeing people accomplish a lot of things that they've wanted to do. And I feel like a lot of people are still stuck and it's okay. Go back to the drawing table and get it done. It is possible. I've seen it with my eyes. So yes, I encourage people. Listen, I know we quarantine because outside look like it's open, but we quarantine. Listen, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be great. Wise words from Jen. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got one question for y'all. What's your grind like?
Period.
I'm always on my grind, my money will incline. My mother told me rhyme, cause her son is gonna shine. I'm always on my grind.